It is a fact that the state legislature did a request. We told them we were not going to address the request at that time, that we were going to honor the DOJ request first. We said that. That's a fact. There's nothing to investigate there. And then we provided information to DOJ. So there is nothing to investigate. I'm telling you, I agree to the legislature's point. They sent a letter, and we said that we would deal with the DOJ first. I agree. I said that. They were told that. And by the way, they could have objected. You know, they can send a demand letter. They're not talking about subpoenas. They could have sent a subpoena and said, we don't want to wait for DOJ. We're going to send you a subpoena. They didn't do that. They understood that we were dealing with the pandemic and that we were giving DOJ precedence. And by the way, I think they were right in that. All the numbers we produced were exactly right. We didn't provide all the information that was requested. That did create a void, and misinformation did fill the void. And that misinformation gave people aggravation and confused people who lost a loved one, and allowed conspiracy theories to fester. And that aggravated people who lost a loved one, because now you don't know what to believe. And that is the last thing anyone wanted to create. But it's not a legal question.
So are you really saying that this is sort of the creation of a toxic political environment that's existed for several years in this country and in the state?
Look, is the environment toxic politically? Yes. Was this happening last year with this toxic political environment? Yes. And do I think that's part of the conspiracy theories that filled the void? Yes. And look, I understand politics. I was critical of President Trump. I also worked with President Trump. I get how strong the feelings are on both sides. But when you're talking about loved ones dying in nursing homes, when you come up with conspiracy theories or there's disinformation, then the worst thing you can say to somebody who lost a loved one is, maybe it didn't have to be. Maybe there was a government issue. Now, we created the void. I agree to that. Or we didn't constantly fight back every rumor, every piece of disinformation, which in this environment is a full-time job. And that's what I want to do today to the people who lost a loved one. All these theories, March 25th memo did this. No, it didn't. Well, the state numbers were wrong. No, they weren't. Well, that's how COVID got into a nursing home. No, it isn't. 613 nursing homes, 365 people went back. 98% of them have COVID already. Well, we made the nursing homes take these people. No, we didn't. The nursing home had to say that, by law, that they were in a position to deal with it. So I want people to have the facts, because these were the best professionals doing the best they could. And by the way, Marsha, I want people to have the facts so they have an understanding and peace with the situation. People still die in nursing homes. They still die. Back then, we didn't have COVID tests. We didn't have the capacity. Nobody knew what COVID was. They didn't know how it was transmitted. They were wrong about the way they were transmitted. Even with all of that. So now today, fast forward, now you know all this information. People still die in nursing homes. So yes, older people, vulnerable people, get this disease, it is likely to kill them. 94% of the deaths are senior citizens with underlying conditions. People in nursing homes have underlying conditions. And that's why people died, not because anyone did anything wrong or because there was a conspiracy. You couldn't get better advice. You couldn't get people to work harder. You couldn't get anything else done at the time. I understand the misinformation. I take responsibility for creating the void that allowed the information. But I'm not concerned about that. I'm not concerned about the politics. I just want to make sure people know these are the facts. These are the facts. Everything that could have been done was done. You can't say to a person who lost a loved one, or you can say it if it's true, but, well, maybe something else could have been done. That's a cruel torture, especially when it's not true, and it's not true here.
Hey guys, did you know we have a podcast called WJ Live?
The Western Journal's mission is to equip readers with the truth, and that's the same mission we have on WJ Live.
You'll hear from writers, editors, and special guests on the most important topics of the day.
You can watch us every day at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on youtube.com/WJ Live.
While you're there, help us out by subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. See you there.